Y'all can say what y'all want, but when women say that they didn't mean to get pregnant, I be believing them. A lot of people need to realize that just because a woman has sex doesn't mean that she wanted a child out of that. Even if she consented to it. Just because a woman consents to it doesn't mean that she wanted to get pregnant. Like, we really need to stop acting like these men don't be disrespecting women's boundaries. You can tell a motherfucker to not finish inside of you before y'all do the do, but if that's what he wants to do, then he's just going to do that. And unfortunately, some women get pregnant by their boundaries being violated. And not to mention, a woman can be in a relationship and her boundaries can still be violated. I don't think a lot of people get that. And I know, wear protection. But if you're in a relationship with someone, why should you have to, you know?
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up.
How come every time we talk about these type of topics, some women always want to remove accountability from the woman who also played a role in this situation? Why? She's just as guilty as the man. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is your man, Brandon Geo, one half of Residual Impact. Hey, yo, check it.
Hold up.
First things first, make sure you guys like this video. And after you like, don't forget to hype, especially if you're watching on a mobile device. It helps the channel out tremendously, and it goes a long way. It's free to do, guys. Just hit the like button and hit the hype button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do so. All right. I'm not even going to waste any more of your time. Let's get right back into it.
And I know, wear protection. But if you're in a relationship with someone, why should you have to, you know? But if y'all are not together, you should be wearing protection, not to contradict myself. But if a woman is flat out saying like, hey, don't do this. Yeah, don't do that. I'm ovulating. Why can't her wishes just be respected? Because as soon as that test come back positive, it's always the man that likes to act shocked to why the woman is pregnant when he's the one that disrespected the woman's body.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I don't know. Since I became a mom, it just made me realize so much shit. Like, so many factors come into play how women bring kids into this world. Like, no, everybody did not get pregnant because that's what they wanted. But I know one thing. Even if things didn't turn out how they wanted it to be, a lot of women still do what the they have to do and take care of their responsibilities. Like, even though a lot of women got violated, they're still handling their business alone at that.
Why is it that whenever we have conversations like this, many women try to completely absolve the woman in the situation from any of her wrongdoings, her poor decisions? Why? She's just as guilty in this situation as the man was. If you are two grown adults consenting to having relations, you're also consenting to the risks that come along with it. For example, if you take on the risk of having unprotected relations, you should know that there's a risk of pregnancy involved, and there's also a risk of an STD or an STI. So why are we not strapping up, fellas? And ladies, why are you not requiring these men to strap up? Because it takes two to tango.
As you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out.
Like, we really need to stop acting like these men don't be disrespecting women's boundaries.
Anytime you choose to have relations, you are accepting the risk of becoming pregnant. Whether you're using protection or not, the risk is always there. How high or low that risk is depends on how y'all do it. Number two, y'all know they keep track of pregnancies and birth control failure rate, right? The best course of action is for y'all to just keep your legs closed. If you cannot accept the risk that anytime you sleep with someone, there is a possibility of you becoming pregnant, then y'all don't need to be doing nothing. Just keep your legs closed. And y'all always use the extreme case of SA to justify it, bro. They keep track of that too. Most pregnancies are a result of two consenting adults that are not using protection. All right? You have no one to blame but yourself.
I don't think a lot of people get that.
And I don't think that you get that if you're having sex and you're not using protection, a baby can come. So when you say somebody doesn't want a baby, if you don't want a baby, take precautions. If you're not taking precautions, baby can come. It just gets to the point where it's like everybody gets held accountable but women. Y'all always find a reason to make the woman not accountable for her own actions. Like, you could have took this any way. The man lied about putting a condom on. The man did X, Y, and Z. The man did this. The man did that. But instead, you're talking about how they're not using protection. The man says he won't finish inside of you, but he finished inside of you. Why would you do that? Pre-cum can get you pregnant, and there's so much to it. Y'all just refuse to hold yourselves accountable, bruh. Let's stop this.
We all know what it takes to get pregnant. We know the steps and the actions that have to take place in order to produce a child. And we also all know the preventative measures that typically should be in place. If the preventative measures aren't in place, the actions still take place, you are probably going to be pregnant.
If you guys have made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss when we upload a new video for you. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. It's completely free and it goes a long way.
Also, don't forget to leave a comment because we like to hear from y'all. We want to know what y'all think. Is the video good? Does it suck? Did you learn something from it? Just say hello. Put a smiley face. I don't care. Just write something. Interact. Communicate. We like those things.
Now back to the video. But this young lady came on TikTok just to say this, and when people got at her and like put some logic into the situation, same way as I just did, she doubled down on it.
You can tell a motherfucker to not finish inside of you before y'all do the do, but if that's what he wants to do, then he's just going to do that. I don't know. That creator says something that I wholeheartedly agree with. Just because a woman consents to sex does not mean that she consented to get pregnant. I'ma say it again. Just because a woman consents to sex does not mean that she consents to everything that can happen during sex. Two things can be true at once and y'all are not understanding that. Let me give y'all an example so this shit can really click in y'all head. Say you only agreed for a man to just go down on you. Imagine only consenting to that, then next thing you know that this man is literally inside of you. That's SA. Same concept if a man ignores your boundaries. That shit falls into reproductive coercion. Y'all don't have knowledge about this shit, so y'all make it seem like somebody like that creator is tripping when they speak on it. And let's keep it a stack. A lot of y'all probably have been violated before. Y'all just haven't sat with yourselves and put two and two together yet. A lot of women go into shock mode when something traumatic happens to them. But y'all start judging women that can articulate what happened to them and they can pinpoint what kind of abuse it was. But since y'all can't, y'all like to make it seem like the next woman is tweaking or the woman should have protected herself more from being violated. But yeah, like that creator said, just because a woman consents to sex doesn't mean that she wanted to get pregnant. A woman can consent to sex and still be violated. And of course, this applies to non-consensual sex as well. A lot of women have children due to them being violated more than y'all think. Everybody just don't have the heart to terminate their pregnancy, and they still handle their business. And not to mention, the creator said violate about 5 times. I didn't think she had to dumb it down that much for y'all to get it.
Are you stupid or something?
Listen, I've made it to this point in my life where I have no children out of wedlock because I've been very smart anytime that I've had relations. You know what I'm saying? I was never reckless with it. And I think that more people should think that way. But of course, I think more people should think about not lying down with somebody they don't even see a future with.
Don't have unprotected sex with people you don't see a future with. Matter of fact, just don't even have sex with people you don't see a future with.
But of course, I think this generation, and I'm including millennials, not just Gen Z, but millennials and Gen Z have gotten to the point to where we've been programmed to be so freaked out that having casual relations with each other, that's just something that's just normal in society today. And it has been that way for years. Not only that, it's at a point to where many people aren't thinking about the consequences that come with that. Yeah, sure, you can protect yourself while you're having relations with somebody. However, that protection is not 100% guaranteed. Rubbers break. Some babies can be born while a woman is on birth control. I just wish that more people had the mindset of not lying down with somebody that they don't even see a future with. Stop being so freaked out that you're just willing to clap cheeks, or ladies, get your cheeks clapped because you're hot and ready. Come on. Because what ends up happening is you just going to end up with anybody who you find attractive and you don't take the time to vet that person. Remember, fellas, we talked about that on this channel a lot too. Vetting your woman properly, right? But ladies, same thing applies to you. Like, y'all are not vetting each other properly. And just because you're attracted to each other, you're like, okay, well, we either had this date or we didn't have this date. I just find this person attractive and we hooked up. Next thing you know, you have an accident. And I don't want to call kids accidents, but come on, let's be real. A lot of y'all who have children right now did not plan to have those children. Let's keep it a buck.
Single moms work hard, and this isn't to take away from them, but the truth is a woman cannot teach a man how to be a man.
I mean, one of the first things I ask is your baby dad, like, y'all cool? Is he a good dad? All right, cool.
Or how about this? Don't have a baby out of wedlock. Don't have a baby daddy. How about that? Wouldn't even be having this issue. And that's what I'm saying. We got to focus on the real core problem. The core problem is people are having too much casual sex. Women are looking for love and they use sex. Men are looking for sex, using love. And that oftentimes only gives you a baby and resentment. It does not give you family. Mm-hmm. So if we would speak to the family, I'm not male centered, I'm family centered. I am nuclear family centered. I want men to know that there are good women out here. I know several of them. And I want women to know that there are good men out here. I know several of them. But it's your actions that are disqualifying you from having them. That's my whole point. The whole point. So I don't want to have conversations about like, oh, what was your baby mama like? What was your baby daddy like? No. How's your husband? That's what I want to talk about.
That's not the reality for everybody else.
I agree with Sarah. I'm tired of hearing baby mama and baby daddy stuff. Like I'm tired of all of that. And again, I've made several videos on this specific topic. If you guys are new here, first and foremost, welcome. We greatly appreciate you for stopping by. However, I need y'all to go back and take a look at previous videos that we've done where we've talked about why it is that we discuss relationships so much. The state of relationships and how they are right now, it's not a good look. It's not good, period. But not only is it not a good look, listen, we want people to get together and be intentional about getting together. We want to see more two-parent households here, all right? We want to see more mothers and fathers in the household, more husbands and wives in the household. That's the purpose that we've been discussing lately. That's why we talk about baby mama and baby daddy stuff, because we're tired of it. We do not want to see that anymore. We want to see more functional two-parent households. And we get it. Not every two-parent household is functional. Not every two-parent household is happy, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is that y'all want to say to kind of combat that, sure, whatever. Why are y'all always thinking about the negative? Because I can say that the situation that we're all in right now is the negative. Marriage rates have gone down drastically over the last few decades. Whereas we as Black people were married at higher rates during slavery, during Jim Crow, and, segregation than we are now. And yeah, you can say that, times have changed, but seriously, times have changed. There are plenty marriage-minded men and women out there who are looking for each other. And if that's not you, then this message is not for you. Keep doing whatever it is that you've been doing, because obviously it's been working, right? But hey, if you are a marriage-minded man or woman and you're watching this video, listen, tap into the content. We're here for a reason.
I just seen this post on Twitter and it said men should be forced by law to marry the woman they impregnated. And I'm like, how about we stop having sex with people that we're not married to? How about we bring back waiting until marriage? How about we just, stop being so lustful? How about we just, be more intentional? And I know some people be like, I don't want to get married. Okay, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that get mad that they get impregnated and now they're single. You did that to yourself. One thing about me that I've always been big on since I was a little girl, I'm not having kids out of wedlock. That's something that I've required. That's why I am 34 years old now, single still, which I'm okay with, and no kids, because I've required marriage to be something that has to be in place before I have kids. I think that you have to have these set standards in place before you are making these decisions. It's like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Why are we just getting into bed with people we do not see futures with? Why are we laying down with men? And same for men, why are they laying down with women that they just don't like? Let me tell you, sex is never that serious. It really ain't. And this is coming from somebody who used to love it. somebody who had to break that, somebody who actually was like, you know what, I'm done with it, and have decided to be abstinent. That's it. That's all.
And I agree with her 100%. I'm at the point in my life now to where, look, I'm not ashamed to say it. I am 37 years old. I am not married, nor do I have any kids. Why? Because I want marriage to be a part of my life before I even think about having any children. Growing up, my parents, thank God for my parents, they taught me, right, everything that I need to know about having kids out of wedlock. And essentially, they didn't put the fear of God in me. Let's just say that to keep it a stack. And that helped me get to the point in my life to where it's like, look, I've been intentional with majority of the women that I've ever lied down with, right? My late teens, early 20s, I was a little reckless. I'm not going to lie. But as I got to my mid 20s, I truly started becoming more selective with who it is that I've been getting down with and stuff like that. And again, to this day, that's part of the reason why I don't have any children yet. Thank God. When the time comes, after I'm married, I have my wife and I get to enjoy each other for a little bit, we can start having children. But until then, I don't see myself becoming a father anytime soon.
But anywho.
Now, I know this video is pretty long so far, and that's even before I decide to start editing it. So I'm going to go ahead and continue in the next video. And this is probably going to end up being a 3, maybe 4-part video. Only time will tell, depending on how much footage I get. So I definitely want you guys to come back for the next one. And if there's another 1 or 2 after that, I want y'all to come back for those too. All right. So thank you guys once again for tapping in. We cannot leave without saying where you are today is a residual outcome of the thoughts you had in the past. Till next time. Peace.